welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing another look using Raving Beauty Cosmetics, and this is the look. Little sparkly, little dark color and a crease, along with a fun lip and cheek. So if you'd like to learn how I created this look, then stay tuned and keep on watching. Okay, let's get started. Now for this tutorial, we're going to prime our eyelids, and the primer, you guys know I'm going to say it, we're using the Urban Decay Professional Size Primer Potion. But definitely get that all over the lid before we get started. Now, after we prime those lids, we're going to be grabbing a NYX Jumbo Shadow Pencil, and the color I'm going to be using for this tutorial is called Pots and Pans, and the color looks just like that, kind of like a metal gray tone. Taking the jumbo pencil, we're just going to apply it all over the lid and in the inner corners of the eye. Be careful not to apply too much, because if you put too much of the NYX jumbo pencils, they tend to be very creamy and rich, which will cause creasing. Once your jumbo pencil's all over, take your fingertip and kind of dab and blot and blend slightly, and we're ready to move on to the first shadow. First shadow we'll be using is called Dark Night. This is a gorgeous grayish black sparkly shadow tone we're going to be using on the lid. Using my Sigma E60 brush, we'll be taking that large shadow brush or shader brush and applying the color on the lid using patting motion. Look at how beautiful this color is. Now that we have the color all over the lid, we're not going to do any blending. We're going to move on to the next shadow. The next shadow we'll be using is called Peru. Don't know what's in this shadow that just fell in there, but this is another sparkly purple tone we're going to be working to warm up the upper crease area of our eye. Using the E40 brush from Sigma, this is a tapered blending brush, we're going to take Peru and pat it along the upper portion of our crease. So simply take your brush and pat the color, and then start to blend it. Grabbing a bit more of the color, we're going to tap again and apply it to the crease and upper crease and blend out, just like you see here. And we're also going to tap a little bit in the outer corner and then start to blend our way upward. As you see, I finally tapped on a little bit more in the inner portion of the crease as well. This is going to be kind of a secondary color to the color I'm going to actually apply into the crease to deepen it up a bit. Now we have the color applied to the crease in the upper crease area. We're going to deepen up this shade. The shadow I'm using from Raving Beauty Cosmetics is called Carbon. This is a matte black shadow that you can use to deepen up the crease. With the Carbon, I'll be using Sigma's E30 brush, and this is their pencil brush. Taking the pencil brush, I will be lining the lower portion of my lash line just to thicken it up here. And then I also will wing it up and start to define in the crease, just smudging the shadow inward. Grabbing a bit more, as you can see, we're creating like a triangle shape in the corner. We're going to take that color and smudge it upward a little bit and begin to blend into the crease, the innermost portion of the crease. This is going to give the shadow a little bit more edge and definition. We're going to bring that color toward the inner corner of the eye, just the remnants that are left over, and blend upward, just so we don't have a gap in this area of our eye as well. Continue to blend, and then once you have the color applied on, you can simply go back and grab the E40 brush and simply blend out that darker shadow in the corner of the eye. Go back and grab the pencil brush, and we're going to simply start to dry line the lower lash line, starting with Carbon first. And don't forget to connect on top. And we're only going to use Carbon in the outer corner of the eye. Next, grab Peru using the same pencil brush, and we're going to start off from where the Carbon kind of ends and move that color all the way to the inner corner of the eye. So make sure you definitely wipe off your brush before applying Peru, otherwise you'll end up with a lot of Carbon toward the inner corner of the eye too. Finally, to finish off this eye, we will be using Raving Beauty's Sparkle Beige. Using Sigma's medium angle brush, this is the E30, we will be applying this to the highlight portion of our brow. So simply tap on a little bit of Sparkle Beige to the peak of the brow and begin to turn the brush on its side and blend out any harsh edges, moving toward the outer corner all the way to the inner corner. And when you get to the inner corner, you can simply take your brush and turn it inward and blend your way in the inner corners of the eye and move your way back out. If the lid, you lost the intensity of the color on the lid, you can go back and grab Dark Night and simply pat the dark, beautiful shimmer back on the center portion of the lid to bring back that glistening and shimmer back onto the lid. Now the last few things I'm going to be doing to my lash line is lining, and I'm going to be using my Revlon Color Stay. This is one of my favorites. Maybe I should do a monthly favorite. Let me know what you guys think. And now that my upper lash line's lined, I'm going to line my lower waterline using my Urban Decay Zero pencil. Lastly, to help set my pencil, I'm going to be using my Sigma, and this is the E20, and it's a short shader brush. And I'm going to just take that and simply pat it on the waterline just to set the shadow or the liner. Now that's completed, the thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to add on my favorite lashes, and I'm going to be using the Red Cherry number 523. And if you love these lashes, they're very beautiful and wispy. You can find these at MadameMadeline.com, and what I'll do, I'll post a link in the information box below. And once I get these lashes on, I'm going to simply finish up my face and show you the final look. Okay, so welcome back. Now to finish off my lip and cheek, I'm not going to do anything too crazy, but I'm going to be breaking out my NARS Casino Bronzer, and I'm going to be using the Sigma Large Angle Contour Brush number F50. I'm simply going to add some warmth to my complexion. I like to add a little warmth on the forehead area of my face too, because I tend to have a rather large face. Just don't forget to also blend back into the hairline too, so you end up with a ring around the face. I'm also going to chisel in my cheeks a little bit just to make my cheeks look a little bit more defined and sculpted. And again, I'm going to also contour along my forehead and hairline. So that's what I'm going to do for that section there. And now I'm going to add a pop of color. I'm going to be using Bella Bamba, and this is by Beauty Cosmetics. It's a really pretty, they call it multifaceted cheek color. And I'll show you the color. And I'm just going to be adding that to the apples of my cheeks. So I'm going to take the tip of the angled contour brush and use it for my blush brush as well. And I'm going to apply it by just simply creating an X on the apples of my cheek. And you see how luminous this blush is? It actually smells very floral too. It's very pretty. But this is one I got from Beauty Cosmetics a while ago, and I just had to use it in this tutorial. I keep forgetting about things I randomly pick up, and I would like to use them. But see how I just add like a soft pinky glow to the skin without being too much? Yeah, let's get a little bit right in here. Okay. So that's what I use for my cheek, and for my lip I'm going to keep it very simple as well. I'm going to be using my Tarte, and this is their lip stain, and the color is called Charmed. It's a really pretty pink lip stain if you want something long wear that's hydrating and not drying. This is a nice moisturizing, hydrating lip color you can pop in your purse and just add on to add a little bit of color like so. So that is pretty much the entire look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you'd like to have a rundown list of the things I use in this tutorial, you can click in the information box below, and there I'll give you links to my blog as far as everything I use from Raving Beauty Cosmetics, and then I'll also give you links on where I got these adorable little brushes from that I use in the tutorial. But as always, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you all are doing well, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!